Hey there. So it is Sunday, and I'm really excited because I am going to be at the Depreciation Lands Museum today. And it's been quite some time since I've been there, just simply due to scheduling and all that fun stuff. But I am going to be there this weekend. I'm actually excited because I'm going to be in the barn with their conestoga wagon. That's not an area I've been in before. So, yes, but I'm always up for the challenge. But I just thought I'd kind of show you a little bit of what I will be wearing. And because a lot of the time because I know, because when you all have seen me in my period clothing, at least over the last year, it's been me. I've basically been in rich girl clothing. I'm not going to be in rich girl clothing today, which is a very nice change of pace. I like doing rich girl clothing, but whether I'm doing things for the John Neville House or performing with Wayward Companions or what have you, I'm usually, like I said, in the clothing of a wealthier lady. However, these are clothing, like, say, if you're going to be doing like the whole frontierswoman girl thing instead. So this is what I am doing today. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I got going on here. My shift is all the way at the bottom, of course, but this is my shift. Oh gosh, am I going to knock everything over? But okay, this is a shift, and this is the undermost clothing of a woman's outfit. So for the 18th century, this is 18th century, by the way. So this is a shift, and women would wear this as their, like I said, innermost garment. And then the stays. All right. Now these are 18th century stays, which are different from a Victorian era corset. Some people like to say that they're the same thing, but they're really not. No two corsets are exactly alike. So that's a myth dispelled right there. I've gone on plenty of rants about the myths behind corsets and stays. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it here, but there are plenty of videos where I do, and there are also actually on my new podcast, the very first episode, I kind of give my thoughts on there too. So the new podcast is The Hidden Library, and the first book that I covered was Victorian Secrets: What a Corset Taught Me About the Past, Present, and Myself by Sarah Krisman. So check that out. But yes, I do go on a little corset myth rant on that one. But okay, so got the shift, got the stays, and then let me see here. I don't want to lose anything because I still have to put all this on. So, and then, oh gosh, everything's tangled. But okay, these are pockets. Okay. And this is typically how women carried their things around with them. And the pockets, this string here, it actually ties around your waist. And then when you put your petticoats on, there's a little, and you tie your petticoats, the side, there's like a little slit in the side of your petticoat. And then that's how you can reach your pocket. So it's pretty genius when you think about it. And then there is the neckerchief. Now there's like some debate. There's some debate on why these were worn. This is worn around your neck, and basically like around your neck, and like you're like kind of going down your front area, basically going down your chest. And there's some debate. Like I said, some people say it was for modesty, and maybe in some circles it was. Others, it was basically meant to act as a just protection from the elements, especially if you were working outdoors, or you were doing something like, even being, maybe like if you had an occupation as a laundress or somebody like that, just to kind of protect your skin and everything from, like I said, elements, any, anything you might be using in your work or daily activities that might cause some harm to you, protecting you from dirt, things like that. So that's that. And then So normally I'd be wearing my fancier stockings, but not today. These are just a simple pair of just undyed linen stockings. And typically, I would actually put these on before I put on my stays because while stays aren't as restrictive as a lot of people think, bending forward is sometimes a little bit of it. Actually, it is a little bit of it. It's very much a challenge. I will say that. So that is the one movement that is actually more restrictive is bending forward. And what that is supposed to do is encourage proper posture and picking things up the correct way so that you don't hurt yourself. And this is a short gown, very, very simple compared to some of my fancier ones. And then we have petticoats. All right, so I have this one and this one. And ideally, you do want to be wearing 2 petticoats. Okay, and this is especially nice in the winter time because it's nice and warm. However, there are some accounts, some written accounts of women only wearing 1 petticoat on a very, very hot day. So, but ideally, the standard was 2. And the most written, as far as written records go, the most petticoats worn by, I don't know who it was, but somebody did record wearing 16 petticoats one winter. So it's basically what it is. It's kind of a skirt pretty much. So, all right. And then there's the cap. Okay. I think this is a child's cap because it's pretty small compared to my other ones. It was the very first one that I got, but it fits my small head, so that's fine. And then this is just kind of like a ribbon just to, accessorize the cap. And these lovely kind of questionable looking things here, hair pieces. So this kind of gives me like a little bit of a nice bump in my cap because that's just a preference of mine. I like to have it. I don't like it just sitting flat on my head. And then this is just a, kind of like a curl to, just kind of, it's like a clip-on curl just to have just coming out of the bottom of my cap. It's a very, very quick, easy, and efficient way to do your hair. That's what's so nice about a lot of 18th century hair is you can, a lot of it is basically you wearing hair pieces, so which is always nice. And my shoes, and these are from American Duchess. So I have these lovely black shoes here, 18th century shoes from American Duchess. And then, of course, and this is just a pin to fasten the cap to my head. And oh, yes, and this short gown, I'd be fastening it with pins. And that was another purpose for the corset or the stays, too, so that you don't stick yourself pretty much. So, all right. And this is a fan. I love these. Very simple, very inexpensive, but good to have. And this is actually, no, these are not what I'm wearing today, but I will be doing something cool and fun with these a little bit later on, but I'm not taking those with me to Depreciation Lands. It's not, that wouldn't be appropriate. But okay, but this is actually how I carry my phone with me at living history events. So I made these with a couple other friends of mine from the living history world. Yes, this is a real book. I just got it, I think, at Michael's for like $5. And it's like a journal. And basically what I did was like we glued the outer part of the pages together. Ideally, you actually want to leave a couple pages and then not do all of this business because you want to have like a couple pages to open up so it looks a little bit more realistic. I failed to do that, but oh well, it still works, And my phone is, where's my phone? All right, my phone would basically go in here like this, and then there's a hole for my camera, and that's basically how I would take photos or video at events without breaking, the whole motif here. So, all right. So that's a little bit of what I will be wearing today as a frontierswoman. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention. So, right now, I currently have bright red hair, and it does not match any of my current hair pieces, the hair pieces I would wear for an 18th century outfit. So, this is a little hack here. All right, root touch up. Just spray whatever, if you have this problem, just spray your natural hair that's exposed and it will match your hair pieces. So just thought I'd share that. Even though, yes, there is evidence of at least the wealthier class dyeing their hair some pretty cool colors, including pink, blue, and bright red. And I do believe that actually during the Crusades, people were dyeing their hair bright red. So that's nothing new. However, if it doesn't match your hair pieces, then this is a cool little hack. Root touch up. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so I got all my stuff that I need, and this is my 21st century protein smoothie that I will consume in between people and hide it behind something in the room that I'm in. But yes, this is basically what I'm carrying with me today. And this baskets are typically a wonderful way to carry your stuff, as well as hide any not 18th century, any 21st century items, as are the women's pockets that I showed you a little bit earlier. So, all right, I'm going to be off, so let's go.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary,
and supposedly you can carry up to 8,000 pounds, I believe.
Remember me to the one who
And
lives there.
just ignore that 21st century contraption, I suppose.
He once was a true love of mine. Have him make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seam nor fine needlework. Then he'll be a true love of mine. Tell him to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the sea, from and over the
Shyamalan film.
Parsley, sage,
throwing that out there.
rosemary, and thyme, though not more than any heart asks. And I must know he's a true